I'm Krystle. I've loved dolls my whole life. I collect everything from porcelain to cloth, American Girl, neonates, and real care dolls. But my favorite is to collect and make reborn dolls. There's Chloe, Grace, Jeremy, Maya, Yuki, Savannah, Zoe, Haley, Landon, Maizie, and Joshua. It isn't easy keeping up with my collection, but it sure is a lot of fun. Hey guys, I am here to do a changing video with Miss Maizie, and I'm gonna get her out of this outfit. She's been in it for a couple months now, and I want to dress her for Lupus Awareness Month. Lupus Awareness Month. Got tongue-tied there. It's the last day of May, and I have not done any lupus awareness stuff this month. I did change Julie, my American Girl Julie. I changed her a few days ago into a purple dress for lupus awareness, and I did go for a walk on Wear Purple Day, and I wore my purple lupus shirt. But other than that, I haven't changed any of the babies. I actually have done nothing with my dolls all month. I am still having a really difficult time processing Riley's death. I don't know. It basically, I feel like it's just stopped me in my tracks, and I just feel frozen in time. Like I don't know. I just am lost right now. I literally haven't done anything this month. The only thing that I have done is go through and organize the pictures and videos, which I'm still not finished that yet. Basically, I think it took me a total of 3, maybe 4 long sessions of going through all my thumb drives, my CDs, and just bringing all the pictures into one area on my computer. And so I finally have them all on the computer now, but now I need to go through the computer files and organize them by month. That's how I like to do my pictures. I usually have a folder that's the year, and then within that I sort things by month and all that stuff. So some of it's already done. Some of it was already done for some years, but some still needs to be sorted. And doing the long sessions of it, my wrist would hurt from doing work with the mouse. So I couldn't really accomplish doing it day after day. I would have to take a day off, day or two off in between, and then work on it again another day. And so, I kept, originally my plan was just work on it every day till it's done, but then my wrist started hurting. So then the days that I didn't do it, I had thought, well, maybe I can go for a walk, or maybe I could do something with the dolls, or work on my course, but I would just find I just couldn't, I don't know, I just physically couldn't do it. I don't know, I'm just like too sad. And I don't know, like I'm kind of, I think this week I'm really gonna try to slowly get out of this funk. And because before Riley passed away, I was on a good track to working on goals I was accomplishing. Like one of my main goals was to get better sleep, and I was doing really, really well at that. I went from like, because my Fitbit tracks my sleep, and I was like from maybe getting like 5 to 6 hours, or between 4 to 6 hours of sleep every night, and I was up to like 7.5 hours of sleep, and I was getting to bed slowly over time. I was going to bed earlier and earlier. I had gone from like going to bed at like 2, 3 in the morning to like going to bed at like 12:30. And so I was planning to work up to like going to bed by like 11:30. And I was on the right path with that, and I was eating healthier, and I was working on my course, and I was doing all these things, and then everything just stopped. Like when Riley passed away, like his last week, my sleep schedule started to get messed up because you know, we were worrying about like I said, like that Monday when I accidentally cut his paw pad, we were worried about him during the night that night, so we didn't sleep well. And then the next night, didn't sleep well because we were worrying about him stepping in poop. And then then as, you know, his symptoms got worse, where he was like confused and circling, and he was mostly doing that at night, we couldn't really sleep. And then of course once the Thursday night came, where we made the decision that, or sorry, the Thursday night I didn't sleep well because we were already considering making that decision, but then Friday was when we made the decision. But basically like Thursday through Saturday night, those 3 nights, pretty much didn't sleep. And so my whole like new sleep schedule was like completely thrown off course, and it hasn't gotten better since then. I'm just like back into staying up late because I just can't shut off my brain, or I'm just like stressed, and so like I just want to like watch something on TV to get my mind off of it. And so I've had like family ask me, oh, you know, how's the course going? And like I literally haven't worked on the course at all this month because I've just been in this state of grief, and I can't seem to like push past it. And I think right now, like I'm just so focused on I really want to make this tribute video for him. I'm you know, as hard as it has been, like as I was sorting the files, seeing his pictures and seeing his video clips as I was kind of like organizing things, they made me happy and sad at the same time, but it also made me really, really want to do this video. And so I think right now my brain is just focused on that. And I think I've come to the realization that like I just need to sit down and get it done, because I think once I get his tribute video done and off my plate, that sounds bad. No, like, I mean, I want to make this video because he deserves to have a tribute. And for me, it's always been my way of dealing with grief is to do some sort of tribute for the pet or the person. Like with my cousin Brittany, the day that she passed away, I immediately started going through pictures and started working on putting together a collage for the funeral home. And so that's always been my way of dealing with it. But I think I was just kind of, at the beginning, I was overwhelmed. I couldn't jump into it as quickly as I did with my cousin because I was overwhelmed with the amount of photos and videos that I have, and I just wanted to get them organized, and that's been a big job. But basically, I feel like once I can get the video done is when I think I'll be able to move forward and get back on course with my goals. But right now it's just like all that's on my brain. Alex and I did manage to have a nice anniversary last week, a week ago. Yeah, a week ago today was our 12th wedding anniversary, and we managed to have a nice time. We just went to Edwards Gardens for the day, and it was beautiful weather. It wasn't too hot. It was beautiful, and we just walked through every corner of the place and looked at the flowers in the gardens, and we got ice cream from the ice cream truck, and we came home and we ordered some dinner. We got some ribs from Baton Rouge, and then the next day, Alex took the next day off, and we spent that day together as well. And I had donuts, specialty donuts from a bakery delivered, and we enjoyed those, and just watched some shows together and things like that. So I managed to not completely put Riley and my grief out of my head, because I literally can't go a day without thinking about him at some point. But I was able to set it aside for a bit so that I could like enjoy those 2 days together for our anniversary. And so that was nice. It was a nice little reprieve from it, but I don't know. I found the rest of last week really, really hard. Like, I can't believe it's basically been a month. You know, it's pretty much been a month since he passed away. And I just can't wrap my head around that because it really doesn't feel like it's been that long. It feels like it's maybe been a week or two at most. And I'm still like crying at least like once a day. So, yeah, so it's been hard. It's just been really, really hard to get through. But I think I'm going to be doing another video talking more about that. I already talked about it way more than I intended to, but I just thought today, before the month is over, I would at least get one baby ready, well, not ready for Lupus Awareness Month, but dressed in purple before the month is over, basically. So let's do that. I have this beautiful purple dress that I want to put on her. But yeah, it's been really hard. And lonely. Like being here during the day while Alex is at work, and I'm just here by myself, and I'm so used to Riley being around. Like, it's been lonely. And I think, like, you know, I kind of feel like I have to be strong around Alex about it. I mean, we've talked about it here and there, but I know it's hard for him too, and I don't want to get him upset and emotional, so I feel kind of alone. I guess it goes back to the whole thing of, like, people who don't own pets themselves, they don't really understand what it's like to lose a pet. And so you definitely don't get, oh, Maisie, we gotta fix your diaper, girl. It's falling off. You don't get the same reaction from family that you would if you had lost a human family member. You know, like some people that we've seen in person, some have, you know, given their condolences when they see us in person, and some haven't. You know, I find, you know, if you've lost a human, people will be more inclined to ask you how you're doing, but no one does when you lose an animal. That's just been my experience. So you feel alone in your grief. At least that's how I've felt. But I kind of am hoping going into a new month, going into June, new month, new beginning kind of thing, and I'm really going to try to, you know, get back on track with my goals. But in terms of my course, I don't think I will be in the headspace to work on it until I get Riley's video done. So I think my goal right now is to try to get back on track with my sleep at least, and work on the video, and start to eat a little bit, get back into eating healthy again, because I'm not gonna lie, this month Alex and I have ordered out takeout food a lot because we just haven't been in the mood to cook or anything, and I'm pretty sure it's just due to where we're at emotionally with all of this. And so we haven't been eating the healthiest, and we've bought junk food, you know, kind of emotional eating, I guess you could say. And I want to get back on track to eating healthy. We have like plenty of fruits and vegetables, but I barely have touched them. So I need to get back on that. But I think that's kind of, I'm just going to try to focus on, oh goodness, these bracelets got all tangled. I'm trying to figure out what's what. What happened here? Maisie, hold on. Oh, there we go. So basically I figure I just want to work on the sleep and the eating better while trying to get the video done. And then once the video is done, I can get back on track with my course. So that's kind of what's going on with that. I'm going to make another video talking more about that stuff, but what do you think, guys? Should I do the purple shoes or the white shoes with the purple flower? I don't know. I think I want to just go all purple. Really go all out for the lupus awareness. Since I haven't dressed any other babies for it. Yeah. So that's been where things have been going, and so it's just a day-by-day thing. Some days are better than others for me, but it's been a struggle. Okay, yeah, I think the only splash of white we'll have is her frilly socks. I just wanted all purple. So she has purple Mary Jane style shoes and this pretty purple lacy, well, it's got like a lacy top and then like this sheer kind of pleated skirt bottom. And then she's got this big old flower bow, and it's not quite the same purple as her dress, but it's as close as I could get with the bows I have. I just realized the hem of this dress here is all wrinkled. Probably should have ironed that, but I don't know. I wonder if I should change out her earrings, because I think I have purple earrings as well. Nah, I think I'll just keep it like that. She's pretty much purpled out. So, sorry guys, I didn't want to come on and be all depressing, but it's just how it's been going lately. So anyways, look at her smiling face though. She's so happy. That's kind of why I picked her today too. I needed to see her smiling face. But yeah, I didn't want to come on and be all sad and depressed, but I just really didn't know what else to talk about, honestly. And it's just, I think you're going to be hearing about Riley and my process of grieving for a while. This is going to take a while. I don't know. I don't know why this one is hitting me harder than my other cats that I lost. I think it's just the connection that I had with him and how he was such a big part of my days, especially in the past year, because he required, you know, a lot of care in the past year with all his medications and fluids, and it just became a part of our daily routine to give him his meds in the morning and the evening, and making sure that he was eating during the day and trying to give him different things to get his appetite, not just the appetite stimulant, but just like giving him different foods to try to kind of like keep things interesting and get him eating. And it was just, and I think also because we knew that eventually this day would come. Although it doesn't make it any easier, but you know, we knew eventually with his disease that this would happen. And you know, when we started this treatment, we were told we would probably get a year to maybe 2 years. So it was like we kind of knew time was limited, and so with being home more during COVID, I really focused so much of my attention on him, not just from, you know, his medications, but like I just kept a watchful eye on him because I was always evaluating where he was at health-wise, whether his quality of life was good or not, and, you know, just so that, you know, just looking for signs that it might be time. And then on top of that, just wanting to spend every minute with him that I could, because I knew that our time was limited. And so, you know, a lot of my days, I would get up in the morning and I would give him his meds and I would take my meds and then I would get some breakfast and I would get like a bowl of cereal and I would sit on the couch and put a YouTube video on to watch while I ate my cereal. And next thing I know, Riley was like jumping up on my lap while I was eating cereal. And he would curl up and fall asleep there and I wouldn't want to move him because I wanted to soak up like every minute with him. And so next thing you know, I would just be on the couch watching YouTube for like the next 2 hours while he slept on me. And then when he would finally get up, then I would get up and then I would like move on to like doing whatever I needed to do. But you know, my days pretty much revolved around him. So, you know, it's that routine you get into and, you know, you're like, my day was taking care of him and nurturing him. And now I have like nothing. So, my whole usual day has been like completely disrupted, and so I'm kind of like just trying to figure out like, I guess, what to do with myself, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so that's kind of what's going on there. There's some other thoughts I've been dealing with in terms of goals and things, but there's some stuff that I haven't talked about yet on my channel, and I hadn't really decided when I would talk about it. And again, this death has sort of thrown me off the tracks on some of these things that I will eventually talk about in a video. I want eventually when I kind of like figure things out. But it's kind of thrown me off on a lot of it. But there has been some things that I've had some feelings on, about how things went with Riley. I've been reading, or sorry, I found a YouTube channel of a pet communicator. And I've always been a little skeptical of those, but this lady's videos have actually been really helpful for me, because I mean, I do believe in God, and I do believe in heaven, and I do believe in the Rainbow Bridge, and I believe that spirits can send us signs. I know for a fact that when my cousin passed away, her way of letting us know that she was still with us and her way of saying hello was having monkeys show up everywhere. And I became obsessed with monkeys for many years. Because that was a grief that took a long time as well. Even though I was able to get to a place where I got back into my normal daily life, without crying every day, I was always thinking of her. And so every time we would see a monkey, anywhere, because she liked to collect monkeys, we would automatically think of her. And it just became our thing that we were like, this is her saying hello. And the other thing that she did as well was leaving us 4-leaf clovers at her grave. Like, never in my life have I ever found 4-leaf clovers before. But every time we would visit her grave around the springtime or in the summertime, because we would, I guess it wouldn't be in April, no, because April is usually still kind of cold. So it would have been when we would go to visit her grave for her birthday in August. We would always find a 4-leaf clover. A couple times we found more than one. And then I was walking home from work one day, and on our street I found 2 4-leaf clovers close together. And then another time when I was a nanny to Jeremy, this was many years ago, we were out in his backyard, and I noticed that he had a lot of clover growing in his backyard. And lo and behold, I found a 4-leaf clover there too. So those were her signs, I felt. And so this pet communicator, her YouTube videos talks about, like, she talks about pets and the afterlife, and a lot of the things that she said in her videos, I still have more of her videos to watch, but they've been really, really helpful. And, you know, she talked about how pets will leave signs as well, and to communicate after they passed. And so there were certain things that she said, and this video is going to be too long, so I will save this for like another day as like a completely separate video. But she was talking about how pets basically come into your life for a reason, and they have a purpose, and, you know, when that purpose has been fulfilled, then it's time for them to go. And she also talked about that pets also plan, and it sounds crazy to me, but they plan how they're gonna pass. And so you know, like she just said, like, even euthanasia, they will plan that, and so that's why, like, they will give you signs to tell you that's what they need, like, in the moment and all that stuff. And it really just, like, a lot of it just kind of like made sense. And this is where I need to do a separate video, because it ties in. It kind of was like a realization when I was listening to her videos that Riley, it's very possible, I mean, I really don't know, but it's possible that Riley's passing, when he passed, is tied into some of these goals that I was working on. But I'm going to leave that for another video when I'm ready to talk more about that. But it was just really something that was very interesting to me, and something that I've really been thinking about. That on one hand makes me feel at ease, and on the other hand makes me feel more emotional. But if you're interested in her videos as a pet owner yourself, I'll link to her channel in the description below, because she has some really, really comforting videos, especially if you've lost an animal, or if you've had to put an animal down. I don't know, just, I've found really great comfort in her videos. But anyways, here's Maizie decked out in purple for the end of Lupus Awareness Month, but it's better than nothing, right, Maizie? Right? I really also want to try and get back into my dolls. I I just haven't been in the place to do much with them in the past month, just due to everything. But I'm starting to feel a bit more of a pull to where I think like they could be some comfort during this time. You know, for one thing, like a big thing was anytime I would watch TV, Riley would pretty much almost always be sleeping on me or beside me. And so I got to thinking, like, just in the last day or two, that maybe I should start bringing a baby with me if I'm watching TV, so that I have something to cuddle or, like, you know, have close to me. It might help me feel a bit more comforted. I just haven't been fully there yet, but I'm getting there to where I think I might want to start getting more into my reborns again, just for that comfort. And also I'm still enjoying the American Girl group I'm in with the photo challenges and stuff. So I'm still doing the weekly photo challenge, and I want to keep doing that because that kind of forces me to change up my American Girls outfits and do stuff with them as well and play for a little bit, which has been good. So I think I just, once I get this video done for Riley, I need to try and get back into the hobby. I think that's going to be a big comfort in a way. But yeah, it's the end of the month, so let's see if June can be a bit easier, and, you know, day by day, maybe I can slowly get back into a new routine. It's just a big adjustment, and it's just a weird feeling. So anyways, guys, I think that's it. I think I've talked your ear off enough, way longer than I intended. So I am going to sign off for now. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hey, Maizie, say bye. Bye, everyone. Bye, guys.